Hello Disney fans, my name is Hailey and welcome back to another Disney room tour. I am super excited about this one. I was really sad to take all my Christmas stuff down, but I was also just really excited to get into the new year, new room, rearrangement, something different to look at. I had my Christmas decor up, I think the longest I've ever had it, and I was just ready to see something new, get some new color schemes going, some new lights up you can see behind me. Please subscribe to this channel down below. I think my next theme is going to be like adventure, land, nature-y, and then Easter and things like that, so I'm really excited to show you that room tour, so stay tuned for that video coming soon. Let's start outside my door. Here on the outside of my door, I just have this little lei. I think I've used this a few different times in different room videos, and my monorail sign is also back up. So I thought this was just a fun little way, add a little bit of Valentine's Day, but also just kind of getting to the like park vacation type vibe. And then also here on the outside of my door, I have my recording in progress sign because we're filming a video. Here inside the door, nothing has really changed over here with our little jewelry stand. My only update is back here on this little pin banner. It's definitely filled up, so I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do next. Up there is the little Mickey from Tokyo Disney. It is just all red, so I thought that would fit the color scheme of this month's room design, you could say. And then moving over here towards the mirror, you can see our Disney World pennant as always. This really doesn't change up in this area. I left my little princesses too because they are in the Valentine's Day theme as well. And moving down to the mirror, as I suggest many different times on this channel, is the little window clings. Oh, it's out of focus. Are so fun just to fill in anywhere you can. They add that little extra theming, little extra pop of color. Just looks really nice. I don't know. I love them. Down here on the little jewelry table, I have my chip mug to help continue our theme. I also have out my Tony Stark glasses right now. I love WandaVision. I've been watching it. It's been fabulous. I really want to watch all the Marvel movies again here soon, so I'm leaving those out here as I begin to do that. I also left my Switch right here as well because I was getting some comments how Animal Crossing is going. I'm trying to make Disneyland in Animal Crossing. It's taking a long time, but we're getting there. I will definitely do an island tour at some point. Just taking a long time. Anyway, moving on, we have my Mickey balloon little cup. So this also ties in the red for the theming, and we just have all of the little like lotions and makeup-y things here all spread out. That really stays the same except for any other things here or the different mugs I like to switch out too. I was also getting some questions about Disney makeup, if I could do a Disney makeup collection, and I only have these 3 things. These are the only Disney official makeup things that I have, and one of them here being this Funko Pop Maleficent little villains like lip gloss, which is really shiny. The top is really fun. And then I also have the matching little eyeshadow palette. I love to do crazy eyeshadows and stuff with the different Disney bounds. I haven't used this one yet, but there are the colors of it. The little mirror there on top. It actually still has the plastic on it because I haven't used it yet, but that looks really fancy. And then the other one I have, I think is so cool, Hyperspace eyeshadow palette. I feel like I got this one at like Hot Topic. I got this one at. I don't know if they still have it. It's made by Her Universe, but I really like it. Really, really fun colors. I've used this for quite a few different Disney bound outfits and like my Halloween costumes because the pigment in this, like the color comes off really, really good. I love looking at all the names and stuff. I thought that was a really fun palette. So that's definitely one I'd recommend if you're looking for some other fun, crazy colors. Also, while we're over in this area, I wanted to make sure to point out my collection count. I don't think I've really shown it in a while, so I can run through it here real fast as to what you'll see in this video today. So we have 421 Funko Pops, 160 Mystery Minis, 14 Pop Keychains, 6 Pocket Pops, 26 Dwarves, 190 Vinylmations, 12 Park Stars, 12 Kingdom of Cute figures, 1,111 pins. Now that's how many I have out out right now on display, but I currently have 1,159, but the other like 40 some of those are traders, so that is why they're not currently being displayed. That's why there's 2 numbers written over here. I have 6 magic bands, 171 pressed coins, 42 Disney Park buttons, 3 cast member lanyards. Here's my little Tsum Tsum info, has not changed in a bit, and I only have just a few of those displayed today. Moving over here, I have 1 Disney Danielle Nicole bag, 5 Loungefly backpacks, 44 Wishables, and I actually need to update that because I just got the attraction ones. So that is actually 47 Wishables, 33 fig pins, 25 Disney keys plus the 1 Disney key ornament, 21 Alex and Ani bracelets, 26 cups and sippers, 38 popcorn buckets, 17 Tokyo Disney plush keychains, 9 Tokyo Disney candy cases, 5 Tokyo Disney pass holder cases, 3 pass holder magnets, 26 Minnie Mouse ears, and 12 Mickey ear hats. Now moving on to the desk area. I'm really happy with how this turned out. The color scheme looks really good. If I back up here, just looks nice and clean. Just the classic Discupcake room. Right here on the chair, I have my subscribe pillow just to fit in with all the theming. I still get many questions about the furniture. All the furniture in this room is from IKEA. I've had it for many years and would highly recommend it. On that note, I went through all these drawers the other day and I'm just really happy how clean and neat they are. You guys can't see it. Now on the rest of this little pencil case organizer stand, I have my Tokyo Disney Duffy Heartwarming Days little towel. I think this is so very cute. See, I love the Duffy and Friends characters. And then also, I don't burn candles in my room just because I don't think that's a very good idea. But if you're also looking to have some sort of scent or something going on in your room, I picked up both of these at Walmart, this little candle holder and just the little melty cubes. These are strawberry scented. They also tie into the theme with the colors. And whenever I bought these ones, I bought orange ones that smell exactly like Soarin' at Walmart. So if you're looking for that little Disney Park magic vibe, I'd recommend going to get those. I'm definitely going to use that for like my adventure display coming up. Also here I have my 2 new little Starbucks ornaments from my friend Becca. I thought they looked really nice with the Nuimo stitch. They look like, you know, he's going out for like a run to quickly get a coffee or something, and the colors, the pastels, match the vibe we have going on here. The other thing I wanted to show is this new fig pin. This is my newest fig pin, the Mandalorian fig pin. This one is so awesome looking. It is all silver and black. You can see some of it is filled in and other parts of it are not. It kind of shows the process of the making of the fig pin, but at the same time it really references the Mandalorian really good because all the Beskar is not filled in and it just looks like metal. The background just reflects it really, really nicely. And I also got this at Walmart. I wanted to make sure to point that out because I thought that one looked awesome. So although this area is pretty miscellaneous, those are like my newest items. And this little stitch here, I'm so obsessed with these, and I thought Stitch looked the cutest in this little tracksuit. So he is over here, and we'll see more of our little friends later. Behind there, you will see the little Valentine's Day mailbox. There on the side, you can see just featuring some of our Mickey and Friends characters. To the right of that, we have my new cookie jar that I got for Christmas, the Goofy leaning on a stack of Oreos. And then as we make our way above, we can see my new Disney Parks calendar, and this is currently still set on January, but as you see my videos here throughout the year, you'll get to see all the different pictures, the one for February and on. I still have my little Tokyo Disney coins, some of my Disney stickers, and more of them just hanging here off of the hooks. Now to the actual desk piece. This is the corner desk piece. You can see some letters there from you, and also this fun little ribbon type, I don't even know what you'd call that, little confettis hanging off of this string that goes all the way around the desk. I thought that was just a nice fun way to incorporate that in. For Christmas I did have lights there, so my room does feel definitely a lot darker, but this was just a nice simple way. It doesn't look like overwhelming because it's just a really thin piece of garland. That's the word I was thinking of, garland. Starting here at the bottom, we have the stapler, the tape dispenser. I put these little Donald and Mickey little plushy figures there just because I thought they fit the color scheme going on. Above that, we have my little Disney cupcake display or Discupcake display, just referencing the channel as it is my 6-year anniversary currently, and we're really close to 15K, and the cupcakes just fit the vibe of this time of year. So I have my new postcard there in the back, the letter, and some other little gifts and things that you have given me, that friends have given me, and they look so very cutesy. Lastly, here on the right side, we will see this little food display, because of course, my room would not be complete without some sort of Disney Parks food display. One of my favorite little pieces that I've received from the Wonder Gallery, that is a little postcard featuring the different Disneyland foods. I also did this. I thought this was really, really awesome. This is a cup from Tokyo Disney, but you could get them from any Disney park too. Oh geez. I really wanted to show you guys what I did here. Took this cup and I put my little Dole Whip Wishable in it, and it looks like it's the drink. That is so cutesy. I randomly thought of that. I thought it looked absolutely adorable. So huge fan of that little idea. There's a little display hack for you. It's also a good way to now store that particular wishable. I can just kind of keep it with all of those things. This little shelf also kind of references the Disney parks, you know, an experience you may have had. Like you went for the anniversary, you got a cute little drink together and enjoyed some popcorn in this Tokyo Disney case. These little popcorns are from the Disney Remix blind boxes that I reviewed not too long ago, and I have to say those little pieces are being put to good use. Also scattered around here, I have some other little keychains from Tokyo Disney just to tie in the parks and the different foods and colors. I also forgot to mention I added in these little clear hearts. You can find these at like craft stores and things. These are meant to be put in like candle jars, and they work so nicely in the display. That just helps to tie in the little hearts, the little Valentine's Day look. And I also have that going down here with my different colored Mickey confettis that I also got from the park. You can see the different white and pink hearts, just ties in the color, the theme. And if you're looking to do that to your display, now that Valentine's Day is coming up here in the next few weeks, those might actually go on sale. I purchased these particular ones years ago, so I don't know where these are from or even if they still have these, but just keep an eye out as things go on clearance. You could pick up for your display next year. And then here we can see our little garland again. I also put these little heart ornaments off of these little hooks here just to, you know, keep the color scheme going, help fill in some of the areas all around. And then for my mystery minis, I put all of the characters up front that have like white coloring or red coloring on their costumes. So we can see here some of our Stormtroopers, the Incredibles, the different versions of Hank, or also pink is included in that as well. So we have those going all the way around. I thought Stitch would be really, really cutesy with Angel, and I also have the Valentine's Day Stitch, and there you can also see more of the little heart gem pieces. And then lastly here as we move to the left, I kept all my princesses out, keeping like that romance vibe going, and then they also have the different color schemes or roses with them. And there above you can see my fig pins I keep on those little shelves, so those are all of my princess ones. And then turning back this way, for these fig pins, I have my Mickey and Minnie ones all up here in the front, Wally and Eve there in the back, and then one of my other Star Wars ones just so it was even. And then I also forgot to mention with the mystery minis, I'm sorry I'm kind of going all over the place right now, we have more of just like the red being pointed out, the parks being tied in, the Mickey and Minnie here being front and center, and then Ursula tying in over here with the princesses. And there you can see Belle in the background too. So overall, I think that shelf worked out really, really nicely just with the different themes I had going on. and all the different concepts. And if we continue our way above, we have our Vinylmation shelf. I apologize, it's a little bit shaky as I'm like holding the camera above my head at this point. I moved my DCA Jumbo Vinylmation over here just because it has a lot of red in it. And then there we can see other characters that I felt best fit the theme, whether they be some of the princesses, Minnie in her bright red dress, or even just the cutesy little small world art style I thought just fit Valentine's Day really, really nice. More of our cupcakes there up top, and then I rearranged those bigger Vinylmations, still left Olaf front and center because it is still winter time. More roses, little heart type characters, and additional little accessories. So I kind of hide that summery Vinylmation here behind the case. That way it's not distracting from the current theme I have going. I also left the Funko Pop train there up top, along with the different Disneyland ride vehicles, and I have not dusted those pops up there recently. They're still all in their same order from the Christmas video, but I'll probably do that here for like a spring cleaning time. I really need to rearrange all of those because I have a few more I need to incorporate into their displays. Now that we've gone through all of those shelves, we're going to bring it back down here to the main part of the desk. The left side is kind of themed to Duffy and Friends. I love Duffy and Friends, and the color tones just fit the Valentine's Day display really, really good. So here we have a lot of items from the Tokyo Disney Resort, also some Tsum Tsums. Here, 2 of Duffy and Shelly May. I also added in my pastel pink food magic band just to keep that concept going. It looks like Shelly May is enjoying a little pretzel there with our little heart gems, the tin there in the back, and some more little foods on this little fabric-y bag. So it looks like a little plate, kind of little napkin. You're enjoying your pink colored snacks. And below there we can see some of the little food figurines, I guess cup figurines I should say, from Tokyo Disney as well. So I have those on, the different colored cups with the Minnie Mouse showing on this side, and then just our big pink cup with Duffy and Shelly May. More of those tins scattered about, hearts scattered about, and some of the Tokyo Disney Resort maps, pins, and keychains. I thought this one looked so cute, seeing all of the Duffy and Friends characters just kind of unraveling their little story. That's one thing I really do throughout all the shelves. There's just like a little theme story going on here. As I said, these two enjoying their little pretzel, maybe you're over here also enjoying your snack. Down here there's all kinds of things going on, a little bit of chaos as our little friends are like hanging on the cups and enjoying maybe their way here around the park with the different signage in the background. I know that's like super in-depth, that's just something I do. And then down here, I rearranged all of my photos. I really like the way it looked originally. I just thought maybe mixing it up. As I sit here, I do school, I edit, I look at that same area very, very frequently. So I decided just to mix it up. I found this Epcot 35 Walt Disney World sticker. I thought would be awesome with the 50th anniversary coming up. Just leaving it like so. I also have all of my other Disney park photos I took from my most recent trip in 2019, along with some other postcards that have been sent to me. My Disney mugs down here, and I have my Sharpies sorted based on like the colors of the mug, and of course my Walt Disney World little candy jar. This stays pretty similar, the same too. Now looking here at my desk, Tokyo Disney mat, and then I am going to pan through here what we have going in this new arrangement. Flower and garden, little art drawings, letters, my little Florida license plate, some other additional photos, other little printouts that I did, my pass holder magnets, Disney World stickers. That one's very similar to the Epcot 35 one that I have. And then a bunch of other magnets and just things that have been sent to me. So back there, lots of different stickers, like little postcardy things, all in there. And you may also be able to see I still have my balloon lights up in there from my birthday. They still light up that area pretty good, so I was just leaving them go for now. And then as we make our way down here to the bottom, I have my little block calendar from Hallmark. And this is actually the first time that I took this little guy out of his case. I believe I made this in 2009 at Walt Disney World in the Star Tours gift shop. This is my little droid I made. Again, with the red. There's something with the Disney Park red. I don't know what it is. I talked about that in my Wishable video. I thought it matched the little hat really nice. So there's my little droid. I still have the case. I didn't get rid of it, but the colors matched. So there we are with that little friend. I also have some more items that were sent to me, little foodie things, just matching everything that's going on here. Mickey Light still chilling from Hallmark as we end out the display there with the desk. It just looks so colorful and like, I don't know how to word this, but it looks like simple right now. And I know that's so strange to say because there's still chaos happening. There's still a lot going on. I just think it looks a lot neater, a lot less crowded, I guess I should say, compared to the Christmas one I just did. Now over here looks a little chaotic when those lights flash a little bit, but we're going to start here at the top of the display case, also from IKEA. I put my Steamboat Willie and Minnie Mouse balloon popcorn buckets there at the very top. And then if you turn here to the side, I have some of my newest Funko Pops over here. I did not get the chance to take them up top, as I mentioned, so they're just hanging out. My other balloon bucket, which holds my pin backs, is also back there. Again, it's red, Disney Parks red. I completely forgot to turn on my little love Mickey sign. I think it's just so adorable. I forget to turn it on. I kind of wish it was on like a remote or something, but you have to like flip the switch. It's like hidden on the back. Just, it looks so very cutesy. I also added some of the little window clings here to the outside and inside of the display case. I picked those up this year. These ones are from Target. And then I also have this Valentine's Day one here on the outside, which looks really good. I'll show here on that middle shelf. The top shelf, the theme was NuiMOs because they came out really recently, and with the fashion, the art style, I thought they matched my little Valentine's Day vibe I had going. So here in the back, I have these little prints from Japan, some fun little boxes and cases that I just felt best fit the fashion vibe that I was going for. I also put some of the extra outfits here in the back and down below here just so I could keep them all together. I also have this little Minnie Mouse statue on one of those clear little display stands, just so you can see it above everything else. Also there, the D23 Japan pin set, looks like a bow. And then we have our Daisy here deciding what shoes to buy. So that just goes with the fashion look there with our Duffy and Friend pins and Minnie Mouse Rock the Dots little map. And then there we have our NuiMOs. These are the rest of the ones I have. The other four that I have. I left Mickey and Minnie in their classic red outfits because that just makes the most sense for this display. And then our little Donald and Daisy back here going on a little fancy date. So they're all dressed up in their cutesy little outfits. I think these little guys are going to look so fun in all of my different displays this year. Now going down here to the crazy shelf, I did want to show you what that looked like here with the Happy Valentine's Day. Real cutesy. And then opening it back up. The lights, I guess I should mention the lights. They're from Walmart. And this remote you guys saw over here actually controls them, which I love. You can also timer them, but I like to be able to turn them on whenever I want to. That way I can do it with the videos. So right now, off on the first setting is just this cute little twinkle look. And then we have, I think this was the one I just had it on, where they kind of like flicker. Oh no, it was this one where they like all interchange and then they flash like strobe lights. These ones fade in and out. These ones do a lot. I wish there were more themed lights like this. There's just like solid fading, really flashing. And then there's a solid. So you can also dim them and brighten them. Like these are like advanced little lights from Walmart. They look really cute. I hope that they put more of those out with the same little remote thing, because that would be really neat in some other displays. There you can see the window clings with itty bitties and tsum tsums and figures. I was able to balance that heart tin on my Tsum Tsum boxes, so I thought that looked kind of cool, just to help fill up the back area. More Tsum Tsums there filling in the sides. And then I had going on this shelf, this is the Mickey side, this is the Minnie side, and then they just have different items on each side to match the character. All the mini Tsum Tsums are stacked over there with the candy case, the pink magic band, the Minnie Mouse key, and then more little hearts and things. This is another one from the craft stores. Same with these little X's and O gems. They work really good. And then this little pamphlet, I just saved it from the Disney store because it matches the display, you know, the half and half sides, and they're all different things. This figure just screams Valentine's Day. They're little Minnie Mouses. Another one of those clear stands just helps to make that little centerpiece not look as crowded, not blocking anything from the view there in the back. I got this from Hallmark. And then looking here to the other side, just a bunch of random Mickey Mouse items, but also like matching with the ones on this side. So you can see with the Pez dispensers, the candy cases, the magic band, the keys, and then some just little figures, little foam hearts to complete that shelf. So as you saw in the room cleaning video, these took me a very, very long time to figure out because I do have a lot of Valentine's Day items, but they are all weird shaped. And these Mickey items I do not keep in my Valentine's Day bins, so going through all the bins just trying to get everything to match and go together, that was a whole time. Down below here, I hung up one of my Valentine's Day cards, and this shelf I think is my least favorite out of all the ones I did for the Valentine's display. This is my Collectibles figures. You may remember them from a few years ago on this channel. The Little Heart Candy Box, which you can actually still get at Target right now. And then my bigger Valentine's Day medium Tsum Tsums from many years ago. And just a bunch of other little confettis. These little foam hearts I got in a box from my friend Curie. I thought they looked like little marshmallows, so that kind of fit in here too. And lastly, below that, this one's also kind of just a mix of I don't know. I wanted to keep the Disneyland 65 stuff up just because park vibes fantastic. So I have my lithographs there in the back with the pop. I did not put the Walt Funko Pop in here yet, but I'm going to do that. We have the plush, just the different pops here scattered all about. Shout out to the CMs down here. The Tokyo Disney little figures having a little celebration. Chef Goofy's I Miss You along here, connecting that with the buttons. The Plaza Inn button with the coloring. Those are all like red themed. And then same with this little Wonderground gallery print. This is a little postcard. And then more little pink and red collector pack figures. And then I always have these little silver metal figures out here at the bottom of the case too. And lastly for the case, we have the little blue hearts that go together with this bottom display. Next up, we're starting here still on the ground level, you could say, my pin board. I talked about this a little bit in the cleaning video. We're struggling with the pin board. I have some of my newest pins just kind of leaning up here on the bottom, and I'm okay with it because the packaging of all of these is pretty neat. My Minnie Mouse pin book, my pin folio, the color matched really, really cutesy, and I started putting some pins on it so I can use it here throughout February. And then here's just a quick pan through the pin board. The only new things I added you guys have already seen in videos down here at the bottom. And I can also have all my other collection videos linked down below so you can see more of what is going on there. Panning to the left, we have my closet door, and I hung up this little like bandana from Tokyo. I thought this looked amazing and it matches the display so nicely. It just has hidden little logos, little characters in it. I just thought it looked really, really neat with the display. And I hung that up actually with these little binder clips on the hooks. There's a little easy hack for you. You could also hang like park maps on those little clear hooks just using these binder clips. That's something we thought of, we saw somewhere. And we're like, hey, that's neat, that's a good idea. So that's the only thing currently on my closet door. All right, so quick transition in here to the closet. I said in a recent live stream that I wanted to point out my collection of the D23 books that I receive every 3 months as being a gold member, and I have them, I have them all slid here between my little like dresser stand and the wall. There are quite a few of them in there, as you may be able to see, along with some of the other gifts that I've gotten from D23. They fit there really good, and then that way they also do not get bent. And now for the dresser here along the wall. This is my tribute to Epcot, to Festival of the Arts. As some of you may know, I love art and things. I do art and things. So here is my Cinderella Castle Lego with a red Mickey Mouse balloon, and I did add in here this time, it's kind of hard to see, but they are bright red little lights. They're also timered. They're actually the same kind, like type of lights that I used during the Christmas season, and those ones are multicolored. These ones are just red, kind of focusing a little bit better there now. On the bottom level, we can see our red Skyliner bucket. The new monorail wishables, just tying in the colors, bringing Epcot to this room. Autograph books, of course, taste testing all the foods at Festival of the Arts. So we have all my little Disney snacks, confettis, little hearts, more monorails, of course. Oh, Duffy and Shelley May are enjoying some snacks too. Turkey legs, churros, taste testing, all the things at the festival. Down here I also have my Skyliner Funko Pop on top of one of those clear stands, and since they are clear, I put one of my magic bands underneath it, so it looks like it's just kind of floating there on a magic band box with the different red coloring. I really like how this ended up turning out. As you saw again in that other video, it took me a long time to get this to work, especially the ones here coming up. Another little tribute to Festival of the Arts Epcot, just the different color schemes, Figment looking like he's having the best time, the art ears, and that ink and paint can actually is from this bright red Mickey Mouse wash, which I thought would also fit in here. More color schemes and art-like figures there to the left. Now I apologize, the light is a little bit crazy. It is nighttime when I'm filming this, so that is why the light is super blinding at this point in time. There we have my H with my pins on it. As always, I haven't changed those pins on there since I put that up, actually, so those are still the same as you may remember. I put my Skyliner wishable up there. I guess that's not Skyliner. Skyway buckets from Disneyland, because that is also red. There with our little Lady and the Tramp Pocket Pop keychains. Before we get into more of the cases, here is the bed currently. It looks so insane because of this little pile of Squishmallows over here. I switched my blanket to the food one. All of our little squishies here. The Mickey and Minnie plush, again just all red plush. And then my little Squishmallows over here. Little child, little orange, Florida orange. I just thought it was so cute. Now for this case, it may be a little bit hard to see. We're going to find out. I put in the Disney emoji figures. They were in little blind bags, boxes a while ago. So those are every other one. Also mixed in with the Kingdom of Cute figures, because I thought the pastels, the art style, the park vibe just continue to tie in. Everything in this room is just about tying it in together to make it fit, make it make sense, make it match, make it not look super insane. Above there, we can see the Hollywood sign in the distance with all of our Disney key boxes. I don't know what I'm going to do when the other ones come out this year, so we're just going to leave that go for now. Hanging on my little rod here for the curtain, I have my Disney medals, Run Disney medals, looking so fancy on here. And there you can also see on the window those same little hearts I used on my display case are all scattered throughout. Also on this same piece you can see my Disney keys making an appearance. Same thing, I think I need to make another display for those. Now the Run Disney medals are pretty heavy, so I figured maybe I should be like balancing out the weight. So I put my newest medal over there, And I'm going to be getting my Marathon Weekend medal soon, so I'll be able to put more of them on that side. And little Gelatoni there hanging on tight. Little pan through of the Funko Pops as we make our way down to our final big shelf here behind the bed. This one is just all the pink colors. I did my Disney Princess little ear hat. And I put all of my colored Disney Park maps up front to fit the tones. So you can see lots of pinks, reds, and so on going up. This Mickey Mouse plush I got at Walmart last year. And then we have our little Disney food treats with the little boxes. I did a video on those when they first came out. And then all of these little cupcakes I also got at the craft stores too. They just came in a little box. They're just like little foam display things. You're supposed to like put them in jars and stuff, if that helps you to find them. I don't know specifically like what you'd call that. I just know that like those are supposed to go in like candle jars, display things. I'm sorry I'm not super helpful with that. More little posters and signs I just think makes the height change different. I use this clear lid to help stack up this little ice cream sundae Mickey Mouse pants little dish. I added some more little confettis there on top, and then that also helped these donuts and cupcakes to stand up and then not completely block the view, because when you do come in my room, you see everything this way and not necessarily head on, so that just made it easier so you could see more of the display to this side. And then lastly, on this side, we have the little Valentine's Day card. I also forgot to mention there above that, we have another shelf of Vinylmations, which I put all of the red ones in the front to have everything be matchy-matchy, all cutesy below the Skyliner poster. And we did it! We're almost done. Up above the Castle Collection case, there's a little look at the child shelf once again. Nothing has really changed besides that added Ahsoka, which I showed in a previous video. There is the Castle Collection case. So excited to get the rest of this ones. I think that will be done then by the end of the year. Oh, I also put my metal Disney key above that just because it didn't really fit anywhere else. And we continue our way down to my custom little subscriber Instagram counts. Added on this little Walt Disney World little keychain luggage tag. I think this is so cool. I got this a few years ago. It looks like a ticket and has the hidden date in there. The red colors, as I said, just bringing it all together. On the side of my bed here, more little shelving. I put some of the little postcards up here and little Baymax, little healthcare companion, bright red ride vehicle, tie in the colors. Added the little X's and O's. I just thought that fit the vibe of the movie. And then you may also be able to spot back there the bigger 4-pack Disney key set. Oh, and a little Grogu back there too, just, you know, for spacing and whatnot. And lastly, here we're making our way to the floor with the Steamboat Willie Lego set, little heart case, other little gems. I put this little like candle light back there. It looks kind of cool when the lights are off, which I'll show here in a moment. Our Minnie Mouse coin bank, little bin that has like chargers and laptop things in it. And then lastly, I was hoping that this was going to fit in my display case, but it actually did not, unfortunately. This is the Walt Disney, like, inspired Mickey Mouse plush. So overall, even though he is just chilling on the floor, he's not taking up, like, any needed space, so that worked really good. And then lastly here, I want to show what everything looked like at night. So I have that little light back there behind the steamboat. Looks kind of neat, like a shadow, almost, of the steamboat in the distance, maybe. And then if I go over here, there is our beautiful little castle all lit up. It's a super bright red. I know in the video it looks like little white dots, but it's so red. It's kind of creepy, but it looks really nice. It like really brightens up the room a lot. It's like very, very vibrant red. And then if we look over this way, here are the little hearts. They look like they're flickering a little bit just with the frame rate of the video, but in real life they are not unless I do those different settings that I showed earlier. And then I have the twinkly lights and our balloon lights. So here's just a little pan. So that was my Valentine's Day room tour. I hope you all enjoyed this video. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of fun things to go over. As I said, I think this display worked out really, really nicely. Just a little simple kind of break from the craziness of the Christmas stuff, and I can have that other room tour link down below if you'd like to see some of the other things I've done over the years. I am really excited though to do my next display with the Adventureland kind of Jungle Cruise theme. As I was going through the different bins and stuff, I found that there was a lot of like up theme things. I know there's a lot of up merchandise coming out right now, and I found that like candle thing that smells like Soarin' oranges, so I thought that would just be really fun to tie in too. I'm excited to do more displays, more decorating. That's just one of my favorite things. So do what you love and do what makes you happy, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!